नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी हरि ओं तत्सत् ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। रूप गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्तों की जय। Reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Creation of the Fourth Order, Chapter 30, Activities of the Prachetas, verse number 8. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. This is the context is here also, as we see in this verse, the third line, Sauhrudardena Pratak Dharmas. Lord could see the great affection between this two, 10 or 14 of them, Prachetas, sons of King Prachin Parishad. Narada Muni has instructed to King Prachin Parishad for 5 or 6 chapters, made him a great devotee. And then there will be now the description is given of his sons going to the forest, executing devotion service, and becoming um, uh, very austere and sadhu, being affectionate. Lord Shiva comes and gives his mercy and gives the mantra to chant and develop attachment and attain the Supreme Lord. And then Lord himself appears, seeing that same affection between them and executing devotion service and having that same affection to Sadhu, Lord Shiva. And then Narada Muni also comes. I think it is after this Narada Muni comes in as uh, they are forgetting the verse given, they are forgetting the instructions to remind them, to reinstate them. Narada Muni comes and instruct as well to Prachetas. So beautiful verse describing that is the context here. Activities of Prachetas. Vidura is asking Maitreya Muni exactly why did Lord Shiva appear without being asked, and what did he give, what kind of mantra he has given. So what is the importance of their conversation and meeting. So all that is being described here. Maitreya Muni started explaining. So how Lord appeared now, that is being described in this particular verse. Sri Bhagavan Vacha Varam Vrinidvam Bhadram Vo Yoyam Me Nrupanandana Sauhardena Apratak Dharma Tusto Aham Sauhrude Nava. Multiple times it has been explained. So Hardena here. That means great intimacy and friendship. So and great ever well wishing friend. This Sauha Ardha is coming from word Suhrut. There is a many types of friends we will have in life. There's Apta, Bandhu, Mitra. What Shastra tells more. Uh, Most important is the Suhrut, ever well wishing friend. This is how Sri Prabhupada writes in his letters to his disciples. And And I have experienced the same thing from the beginning of my meeting with my spiritual masters, Vijay Guru Maharaj. He always has had that same affection, your ever well-wishing friend, your well-wishing and always the way Prabhupada writes, and exactly the same way he also writes so in his letters and emails and exchanges. So that is the same thing here. Lord is expressing the same of affection, intimacy, and we'll see in Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, in all these places, the intimacy and affection which devotees are expressing to the Lord. So all the way up to Srimati Radharani, which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is exhibiting in the mood of Srimati Radharani to his friends Vishaka, and also to the Lord. Most intimate friend is the Lord. So that is the with that expression, Lord is speaking here. So, Sri Bhagavan Vacha Varam Pranidvam Bhadram Vo Yuyam Me Nrupanandana. Nrupa is king, Prachin Parishad is the king, and they are the sons of the king. So that's why Lord is telling, O Nrupanandana, our sons of King Prachin Parishad. So let there be auspicious unto you, Bhadram. That's what it means here. सौहार्देन पृथक् धर्मास् तुष्टोऽहं सहृदेन वा. I'm being very satisfied. That's what Lord is telling. I'm very pleased and satisfied in seeing all of you together, cooperatively performing. So devotion service, taking shelter of me, working together cooperatively. So श्रीभगवानुवाच वरं वृणीध्वं भद्रं वो यूयं मे नृपनन्दन सौहार्देन पृथक् धर्मा तुष्टोऽहं सौहार्देन सौहृदेन वा. Word to word. Sri Bhagavan was the Supreme Personality of God had said, Varam benediction. So the Lord is asking, please ask for benediction because I am very satisfied. This is almost like you see the same friendship. We can correlate the our grandfathers, great grandfathers. They are so affectionate to us. So more affectionate. Mother may beat, father may beat us or scold us, but generally grandfather, great grandfathers are generally more affectionate. They cuddle and they give the gifts and they embrace and so many things. And they play with us, even though we may be very naughty and mischievous and do so many things, uh, unwanted things, but still they do the same thing. Lord is doing that is only in this life. Our mother, father, grandfather, great grandfather. That's only happening in this life, isn't it? But let us understand that Supreme Lord, as a Supreme Father, ever well wishing, is looking after us, every living entity, life after life, every life, and is arranging the situations. So, sending the sadhu, sending the friends, sending the shastra, sending the spiritual masters, is trying his best to see how I can actually help. That is the position of sadhu as well. Sadhu is always more concerned about each and every living entity, very affectionate and very concerned. So, how can I remove his suffering? He's suffering, but he's not realizing his suffering, his or her. So, how can I deliver them? So, that is the mood of Narada Muni, that is the mood of Vyasdev, Sukadeva Goswami, Sota Goswami. Throughout Srimad Bhagavatam, these examples are there, and Supreme Lord is ever well-wishing friend, so he's looking after, taking care of us, trying to help us, but he cannot force. Generally, genuine friend means he cannot force. He will suggest, he will try to help, but he can't force on a person if he doesn't want, he doesn't like to do. So he will try his best to help out, but it is up to him to follow, to take the suggestion and to, to implement. So let us look at word to word. Sri Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, said, Varam benediction, Brinidvam, ask, Badram, good fortune, va of you, you, me, from me,  O sons of the king, Sauhardena, by friendship, Aprutak, non-different. Dharma, occupation. Tusta, pleased. So because they are engaged in the real occupation. Dharma means natural propensity to engage in loving service to the Supreme Lord. Jiver Surubhai Krishna Nityadas. That is actual, original, real dharma of the every living entity. So, and here they are executing the same. Together they are all executing this loving relationship bhakti with to the Supreme Lord. So that's we can also see that we can't correlate this, we can't put this Sauhardena or the great intimate ever well-wishing friend of any other persons. You can't put demigods in that position because ever well-wishing friend means even if you are, you don't believe, you don't, you are inimical, you are so many bad things are there, but still the person is always looking for your benefit, trying to help you, trying to give you blessings, and trying so many different ways, supplying so many necessities. And this is the position of the Supreme Lord. And purifying, not only that, also purifying our bad qualities, purifying our unwanted things, everything. That also Lord is trying to do. But that is not the case with demigod. Demigods can give what you are asking, that only they can give. And that also they can purify that particular desire, even though that desire is not good, like Ravana, Ravana, that Hiranyakashipu, all of them worshipped who? Demigods only. They wanted because they wanted benefits, immediate benefits, and they are not satisfied. Even after getting immortality, almost Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, but still they are not satisfied. This is the that means it is actually demigods are not our well-wishing friends. Because if you are well-wishing friend, then that desire has to be fulfilled because they are looking after our benefit, eternal benefit, not only this life, supreme benefit. That means even though the desire, whatever we have, is wrong, is not good for us, it's not going to give us happiness. If they know, that means they have to remove that desire, but they can't. They don't. So Gajendra's fight also, you see that same thing. Gajendra is struggling 1,000 years. Demigods watching, they haven't done anything about it. Only after Lord appeared there, then they are thinking, oh, we should have done something. So they are at that time they were morose, they are lamenting. But that they should have done it. They have capacity to do it, but they didn't do it. This is the case. That's why the Lord Vishnu, Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, they are the ever well-wishing friend of the living entity, all living entities, not only human beings, but all living entities. So that is the position here. We have to understand. Bhagavad Gita itself, Lord is telling directly, is telling in the ninth, most confidential knowledge, because this is confidential knowledge. Friend means, confidentially you do so many things, you eat together, you go together, and you discuss together confidentially what's going on in your life, and all your emotions you express. And that is the same position with Guru. Only you can express to Guru and Sadhu what's going on in your life. Confidentially you can express and you can share the feelings, and he will not share with anybody, and he will try to console and try to pray for that living entity and try to offer something, some valuable suggestion what Lord and Shastra and Sadhu are giving. And so that's why they are at the equal level. The Supreme Lord, Sadhu, and Guru. We are talking about bona fide Sadhu, bona fide Guru. So because they are looking after as seeing them as Lord has sent me this disciple, Lord has sent me this person to me. How I can help? How I can help? That's how Sri Prabhupada looked at all his disciples. He said, "All of you are sent by my spiritual master." So for me to be purified, for me to have association like that. Very humbly, Sri Prabhupada mentioned like that. Sri Prabhupada also affectionately served all of them. Personally, also Prabhupada served, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu served his devotees. Lord also reciprocate, wants to serve. It's not one way; it's always two way. So, but we don't know. Means Lord is helping us. Lord is trying to give His affection and loving relationship to us. But since we don't know about Him, like grandfather, father, mother, we know because in the same family, we know about them at least certain things. So we can develop. But about the Supreme Lord, if we don't know about Him, who He is, what is His form, how does He look like, and what is His qualities, what does He like, what He doesn't like, Even though explains in Bhagavad Gita, but who's reading Bhagavad Gita? And or even if they read, then who's in what association we read to understand that particular deep confidential aspects. So that's why we need to under this friendship of the Supreme Lord, what he's expressing here, can only be understood if we hear from a sadhu guru in a bona fide sampradaya. Then we can understand. Then we can develop. We can see the actually what Lord has done in my whole life. How did he change so many things? He's trying to always draw me to his attention. So then we look at completely in a different angle. So that is what the sadhu does, and that's why through sadhu, through guru, actually we can enhance our relationship with the Supreme Lord and also all living entities, our family members and everybody else, because more we become more affectionate, more intimate. So because Krishna comes into picture means then it removes all the clutter, all the glittering. So it come. We look at the actual, real heart to heart connection will develop. Uh, but that can only be developed through sadhu and guru. That is the point we can also understand because the relationship as established here with Sadasiv and here Prachitas, the Lord also has come to give his intimacy and affectionate glance and affectionate blessings and to enhance their love for the Lord by seeing their mutual cooperation. So, translation by His Divine Grace, L.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Gopal ki Jai. The Supreme Personality of God had said, "My dear sons of the King, I am very much pleased by the friendly relationships among you. All of you are engaged in one occupation. So, devotion service. So, Lord is very satisfied in seeing that they have engaged in nothing else but actually devotion service. I am so pleased with your mutual friendship, but that I wish you all good fortune. Now you may ask a benediction of me. So, like the father, especially grandfather, great grandfathers, they'll always give blessings and they always give some gifts. Sadhu also does the same thing. Guru also does the same thing. Here, Supreme Lord also doing the same thing. To repeat, the Supreme Personality of God had said, "My dear sons of the King, I am very much pleased by the friendly relationship among you. All of you are engaged in one occupation, devotion service. I am so pleased with your mutual friendship that I wish you all good fortune. Now you may ask a benediction of me." So that means if you want a benediction from the Supreme Lord, indirectly you can see in this particular verse that we should also mutually develop friendship with others. So at least to the like-minded, if not everybody, and then cooperate in service to the Lord and Lord's representative. Then naturally will receive benedictions from the Supreme Lord because He will be supremely pleased by seeing our cooperation. And that is the last instruction of Sri Prabhupada before leaving this planet. He said that your love for me will be shown by how much you all cooperate together, work together, and serve the Supreme Lord and maintain what I have given and not spoil what I have given. If you don't add or increase, that's fine. But at least maintain what I have given, cooperate, work together. So that is the same point here we can see. We'll take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and then we'll understand this verse. आनंद लीलामय विग्रहाय हेमावधि विचय सुंदराय तस्मै महाप्रेम रस प्रदाय चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते. As we can see the loving glance of Shri Radha Madhava Astasaki from Sri Mayapur, our ISKCON world headquarters. आजानुलंबित भुजो कनकावदातो संकीर्तनैक पितरो कमलाय तक्षो विश्वम्बरो द्विजवरो युगधम्म पालो वंदे जगत प्रिय करो करुणावतारो वंदे जगत प्रिय करो करुणावतारो वंदे जगत प्रिय करो करुणावतारो चेतो दर्पण मार्जनम भव महादावाग्नि निर्वापणम श्रेय कैरव चंद्रिका वितरणम विद्यावधू जीवनम आनन्दाम्बुधिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृतस्वादनं सर्वात्मास्नपनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्ण संकीर्तनम्. Victory over all our senses, mind, intelligence can only happen if you take the Yuga Dharma, whatever is rule, whatever as instruction by the Lord, which is chant the holy name of the Lord, especially it doesn't say that holy name of demigod, holy name of XYZ. It says holy name of the Lord Vishnu. That is what is being described. Jayito no. Krutaya Jayito Vishnu, Tritaya Mujito Makai, Dwaparya Parjayayam, Kalau Tad Hari Kirtanat. It doesn't say Ganesh Kirtanat, some XYZ Kirtanat. It doesn't say like that. Shastra. So, Kalau Tad Hari Kirtanat. Hari is Lord Vishnu. Two words. Who removes the distress of the living entity and brings them back into the spiritual world is called Hari. Hari. So, he can actually remove the distress and give us the actual real substance by which we can be actually very peaceful, as in this verse also described in other verses we look at today from Bhagavad Gita and from Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita also describing same. So that's the cleansing process has to be there. Then we can really reveal, we can actually realize our eternal friendship with the Supreme Lord. Because the highest rasa is the conjugal rasa. The first rasa is Shanta rasa, neutrality, then Dasya rasa, master servant, then Sakya rasa, that friendship which we are describing today in this particular verse, and then Vatsalya rasa, parent child, that automatically includes friendship. All the lower rasas are already included. As you go up to the higher rasa, it includes all the below rasas automatically. And conjugal rasa, loving relation. So that includes automatically parent child, Sakyarasa, Dasyarasa, Shantarasa is automatically included. So that's why we see in the exchanges between the gopis and Lord, and that automatically they are also calling the Lord as intimate friend. So we see a beautiful verse chanted by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the mood of Gopis Srimati Radharani. He is expressing the same mood as an intimate friendship with the Lord. So, but we should chant the holy name in order for that to be seen in our heart, the connection from our self to the Supreme Lord and other living entities and demigods also. We can see properly their position. When we actually develop that, we can see that through the chanting of the holy name, then we can realize, that will reveal actually all these demigod, what is their position, what they are supposed to do, how they are related with the Supreme Lord, so how they can help us also. So in our relationship to the Supreme Lord, so all this can be understood only if we chant the holy name of the Lord in a proper attention and proper association. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving this particular verse, Marjanam, deep cleansing. If we do not cleanse, then we can't understand. Friend may instruct us in a good way, but we can't take it in a good way. We take it a negative way. Why is he instructing me in this way? So, but if we take this process, then we can actually see the right way, in a right attitude, in right spirit. नाम्नामकारि बहुधा निज सर्वशक्ति तत्रार्पिता नियमिता स्मरणेन काल एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवमीदृशी हा जनिना अनुराग. But generally we don't have developed taste for the holy name, even though Shastra says that's what we are supposed to do. Like children doesn't want to go to school, so we all have that same tendencies. Parent tell so many things, but we don't want to do it. Same thing with the holy name chanting also. None of us like the chanting. But once you start chanting, even though it's mechanical, then we develop taste. If we take in the right association or come to the temple and sit there and chant, that is the best. So in the beginning, especially to come to temple, when nobody is there, especially just between us and Supreme Lord only, between us and Sri Prabhupada, spiritual master, we sit there and chant, and that helps us to be very peaceful and gaining much more strength and happy in the heart. And then that will actually give us the sweetness of the holy name. If we chant at home, we may not feel it. But if we are in the right association and if we are in the temple, it helps us to actually come to that sweetness. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is expressing that, expressing our condition. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is taking the mood of us as a devotee, conditioned soul, and is expressing all these thoughts It is at also at the Gopi's highest level also, but it is also at different levels. These eight verses are there. So in a humble mode, one should submit to the Lord. Janadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtani sadahari. Pick up these beads and chant the holy names, then we have to tolerate because no one will like it. Everybody will put out say, why are you chanting this? You're supposed to come to the party. You're supposed to play with us, supposed to drink with us, supposed to do so many things. Why did you not come? They will not like it. So that's why we have to tolerate these things. So Trinada Pisunchena, tolerate more tolerant than a tree, more humbler than blade of a grass. So and giving respect to everybody and not expect respect. If you operate in this particular way, slowly, gradually, then actually we can taste the sweetness of the actually the holy names of the Lord. If we chant our name, we can chant so many times. But if we chant the holy names of the Lord, we can chant the whole life, whole day, we will not be tired. In the beginning, maybe, but as we go more and more, go deeper into the chanting of the holy name, we get so much ecstasy. And that is the case we all have experienced in Harikathas or Sankirtan in previous olden days. People used to come and do the kirtan in front of our house, or they used to invite and do this kirtan. So sometimes public, sometimes in families, and some get together through pujas or whatever. But kirtan used to be there. There naturally, automatically, we are so peaceful when in that particular association because that's what holy name does. Automatically, it brings that happiness and peacefulness. So that's why we should chant the holy name. Madhanam, Najanam, then automatically we become detached. We will not be proud of our wealth, we will not be proud of our followers, we will not be proud of anything what we have. Because we see everything, because Lord has given me, He can take it away any moment. Any moment. Today we are wealthy, tomorrow we may become beggar. So any moment He can take it away. Because of His mercy only I have it. So we feel in every thing what we have. So in everything we see that Lord's connection. Lord has given this particular thing. So that's why I should not be proud of it. It doesn't belong to me, first of all. Everything belongs to the Lord because when I am born, I didn't bring anything. When I'm going to leave also, I'm not going to take anything. So everything belongs to Lord's property. He has given me for His service. He has given me whatever He has given me. So let me use it. Let me see in that way and very, very careful utilizing every penny, everything what I have, not waste anything, not waste a food grain, not waste a single rupee, single dollar. So in that way, that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching this. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam, va jagadish kam. That means tap should not go on because nobody is using. Water should not waste. The light, electricity light should not be on if it is not. So not needed. So like that, everything we have to see. Not only at home, when we come to temple, also these things has to be observed because everything is Lord's property. Then we become more and more. More careful. So more we see in light of the Supreme Lord's property, everything. So then we become detached, automatically become detached. Will not be attached to anything what we have. So na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam, va, jagadish kama. Even if you see any beautiful things, also beautiful woman, beautiful any beautiful thing in this world, beautiful mountains, beautiful decorations, everything we see because this beauty is coming from the Supreme Lord because He possesses it. That's why these are beautiful. As soon as He takes it away, then no more beauty left. So you can't see that beauty in it because Lord has given it. So that's why it became so beautiful. So that then we'll be detached from that also. We'll see, understand that in relation with Supreme Lord in this way. न सुंदरीं कवितां वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनि ईश्वरे भवतात् भक्ति अहैतुकी त्वयि. And so let me develop that loving relation. Ahaituki means causeless, unmotivated, uninterrupted. I will not do it. I will not love you because I want something, some business, some expectation. Is no. Without looking for any benefits, I want to develop love. And now I have understood everything, how everything is working, how everything is happening because of you. So let me develop this. So then I try to become, now I realize it, then I will become a servant of your devotees. And that's what now the actual real devotion is starting from this verse. After this particular point, when become really detached from see everything in relation with the Lord, then actual devotion service starts. I Nanda Tanuja Kinkaram. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now I have trying to become a son, a devotee of that particular personality, who is son of Nandamala, Syamasundar Vijayendra Nandan Krishna. Not even Dwarka, not even Madura, not even other planets. The highest planet is more intimate, more intimacy that is being expressed. That is why even Sadashiv goes there and Lord Krishna is born. So Yasodhama said, no, don't make this, bring the snakes and all this Damaru, and you are making my baby cry. But they have the intimate, but Lord makes that arrangement. So Sadashiv could see the Lord later on, and he's there. So there are many hills. There are four hills, or more hills also in Vrindavan. One of the hill is Nandeswara hill. The Lord Shiva is there, always eternally residing there, because the intimate relationship is there within the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. That's why he is there as Sadashiva, as Gopeswar Mahadev. He is also in Ras Leela. He is protecting, making sure only qualified people enter. So he is doing so many services to the Lord. Like Lord Balram is doing, Sadashiva is also is doing so many services to the Supreme Lord in different ways, different capacities. Their relationship is very intimate. Ananda Tanuja Kinkaram, he is looking for service. What can I do? He is always in that mood. That he is not disturbed by Daksha, is not disturbed by any worldly people. He is disturbed. He will give benediction, he will run away from there because he is always looking for service. What service can I take? What more can I take? He has already has so many services to take care of, but still he is looking for what more can I take? So what my Lord has planned for me. He is not looking for his own plan. He is looking for Lord's plan. So that is the mood of an ideal practitioner or devotee. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is exhibiting here. Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram, what can I do? Kinkaram Patita Mam, because I am fallen. So I don't know what duty I should do and how I should do, in what mood I should do. If you tell me, if you reveal me, then I can do it actually better. In the way it is pleasing to you, in the way you want it. Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patita Mam, Vishame Bhavambudo. Krupaya Tava Pada Pankaja. If you shower your mercy, Krupaya Tava Pada Pankaj Stita Duri Sadurusam Vichantaya. Then the ecstasy will come. Because if you are in this mood, then naturally Lord will shower His full mercy. Nayanam Galadasrudharaya, then tears will go. Not the ordinary emotions. Will sometimes air will stand, sometimes not those. Here, that is not what is being expressed. Here, this is more intimate, actually real, heart to heart feelings between the Lord and His devotees. Mm. This is being expressed. This is the highest height of devotion. We are talking about Bhava. So, not at the beginning stage of devotion. Bhava and Krishna are very close to the highest ecstasy one can feel. So, at that level, this is being expressed. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, tears rolling down, is falling down. Um, and he can't get up. He became unconscious. His limbs become stretched. All those Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited while he's chanting these verses and chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, while he's doing Sankirtan as per he has exhibited this particular these moods. So Nayanam Galada Sudharaya Vadanam Gadgada Rudaya Gira Pulakai Nichitam Vapu तव नाम ग्रहणेन भविष्यति युगायुतं निमेषेण चक्षुषा प्रावृषायुतं शून्यायुतं जगत्सर्वं गोविंद विरहे रमे. It goes to such an extent that even if Lord doesn't appear before them for even 12 years or more, even if Lord may break their heart, like Lord has left from Vrindavan seemingly and went to Dwaraka, he didn't come back. So but still, they have that intimate this separation makes it even more deeper, the connection. They're longing when the Lord will come. So Lord will pat, Lord will affectionate glances, so many things. They are remembering the past relationship, how did Lord perform with them. So like Arjuna has remembered, like Vidura has remembered. As Lord was leaving the planet, Lord is remembered Vidura. So that's why. So Maitreya Muni is expressing that as you are eternal associate of the Lord, and also you are actually you are a great friend of the Lord. Vidura is not only actually a great friend of the Lord. So this is the mood, and Arjuna also in that way he is remembering when Krishna left the planet. Also, a beautiful verse is there, 115:28. It's like that we'll see in Srimad Bhagavatam many places of this Sauhardena Sur, the great intimate relationship with the Lord and his devotees. and Lord is also waiting, reciprocating in that way. Lord is also expressing in Bhagavad Gita itself, is expressing, so that intimate separation will increase. No matter what Lord may do, he may maybe put us in trouble or whatever may be the case, but we don't feel any grudge, or we don't feel have a negative feelings with the Lord. We always feel the positive and affectionate affection of the Lord always. Even if we are in great separation for so long, He didn't come to us. He didn't show His face, so He didn't give His association. Same thing with the Guru also. This is the intimate feelings one will develop from initially Sambhoga, close relationship with the Lord, Guru, and Sadhu. But as it becomes more intense, Sambhoga becomes Vipralamba. That means separation. They are not there in presence. That becomes even more deep. Then after so long, then Lord may appear, give his audience. So it goes like that. It's more intimate. Sambhoga, more than Sambhoga, Milan is Vipralamba. Separation is even more. Because that increases enhancement, just like between our parents. If you're in US and India or different countries, when we meet, and then when we are so long gone, and then again we meet, we can feel that. If you're every day while seeing, then it doesn't bring that kind of deeper rasa, deeper emotions. It doesn't bring so easily. But that's why separation is the highest height of all the rasas, Vipralamba Bhav. So that is what is expressed here. युगायतम निमेषेण चक्षुषा प्रावृषायतम शून्यायतम जगत सर्वम गोविंद विरहिण. Without you, everything is zero, big zero. I don't want anything in this world because you are not there. So what value I have? Nothing. No value of this life, no value of anything. So that's what they are expressing. So युगायत निमेषेण चक्षुषा प्रावृषायतम शून्यायतम जगत सर्वम गोविंद विरहिण. अश्लेषवाम पादरताम पिनस्तु माम अदर्शनां मर्महतां करोतु वः यथा तथा वातु विदधातु लम्पटो मत्प्राणनादस्तु सैव नापरहम्. You may break my heart or you may don't appear before me, but still you are my Lord and Master. You are my life and soul. You are everything for us. Matprananadastu saiva naparam. This is the highest highest level of devotion in which this is being sung, this is being expressed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the mood of Srimati Radharani and Gopis, because they have the highest level of ecstasy. That's why Sadasiva wanted to be in that association, because he is feeling that intimate association and intimate affection for the Lord, and he has understood that who has actually more intimate than him. So that's why he want to enter in that particular association and feel that more intimacy, more exchanges. So that this is the mood of a sadhu guru. So and Lord also wants to reciprocate as well with all of them. That is the Shikshastakam's point of view from this particular verse. Let us look at the purport by Sri Prabhupada here. Then we can understand from Bhagavad Gita. Let's look at the time. Yeah. Purport by Sri Prabhupada. Since the sons of King Prachina Bharshat were all united in Krishna consciousness, you can't become united in any other conscious. Let's say we have a material conscious. Can you be united? I will say something and you will say something else. It never become, together. We can't bring unity. Only if God is in the center. So that's why you may have morality, you may do so many things, but this so-called morality cannot exist for so long, because some difference will be there. So this because that's why I'm talking about here. Lord Krishna is telling he is the most intimate friend. So look at Bhagavad Gita 9.18. What is telling? Lord himself is telling that. Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivas Saranam Surut Suhrut. Second line, last word. Nivas Saranam Surut. Prabhava Pralaya Sthanam. Nidanam Bijam Apyam. Is talking about Gati. You actually, I am the supreme destination. So, so all other destinations are lower and lower. Many of them are material, but I am the supreme destination by which you can actually feel all the happiness and peacefulness, everything you need. So you can feel it if you make me as the supreme destination. Is revealing it. Gati in confidential, most confidential knowledge chapter, because not everybody can understand. So it can only be understood in the proper association sadhu and guru, if you are in the right, then only we can understand. And he is also revealing to only Arjuna, as because as a confidential, as an intimate friend, is revealing to him. So Gatir Bharta, I am the maintainer. Bharta means I am the maintainer of all lives, not only this life. This life, father, mother, friend, somebody is maintaining us. But actually, every life, Lord only maintaining. He is the one who is arranging everything. So Gatir Bharta, Prabhu Sakshi. I am the master and Sakshi means I am the witness. So demigod is not a witness. They are only this life. Previous life somebody else. Because each time this universe changes, Manu change, demigods also change. That means they are not fixed. So Indra is now Purandara. So sun god name is Vivaswan. Each time Manu changes, there are the hundreds of Manus are changing. In one Brahma's day, 71 Manus. 14 Manus change in one day of Brahma. Like that, 100 lifetimes. How many days you imagine? How many Manus? So that's why out of 6 avatars incarnation, one avatar is Manvantra avatar. That itself is unlimited Manus are there in Brahma's life. So this is how you can count how many incarnations are there. You can't count. It's unlimited incarnations of the Lord. So that is the difference between the Lord. That's why he's telling Sakshi, I am the witness. Demigods are witness to some extent only. But he is the witness because he knows your past. In past life also, in past day of Brahma also, in past life of Brahma also. So that's why we can understand that Lord is in any angle you look at, Lord is the only intimate friend. Not the demigod, not others. Intimate one, your ever evaluation in all lives, every time. So Gatir Bharta, Prabhu Sakshi, because he is the witness, he is watching, but he is not there to actually give you so the bad things. Actually, he wants to do good. He wants to help us, but we should be ready to accept it because he can't force it. He can only give us suggestions, give us help, give us so many different ways. But only if you are ready to accept. Friend means he will not force. You can't eat more than what you can, and he's not going to force you to eat more than, and then you vomit after that, you become indigestion. No, real friend will not give you so many things. What you it is not good for you. You are diabetic, he will not give you sweet. So that is not real. Real friend means he actually care for you. He knows exactly what you need, what you should not take, what you should take. And so he knows. And the Lord is always in that mood. Gatir Bharta, Prabhu Sakshi, Nivasa Saranam Surat. Nivas means I am the abode. That means all these demigod planets, everything, who has given? Lord only. 14 planetary system, who is maintaining? Only. As soon as Lord takes away, then no universe will collapse. So Lord is maintaining. In every atom is there. So that's why this whatever abodes you say, Indra's abode, so many abodes are there, higher planet demigods. But who is actually the in charge of that? Who is the maintainer? Who has given that place? Nivasa. That actually I am the abode of everything. Material world, spiritual world, everything is coming from me only. Saranam, I am the ultimate protector. So I am the ultimate refugee. Suhrut, and I am the ever well-wishing friend. Not Apta, not Bandhu, not Mitra. These are all some extent. Some are a little more intimate than other, but still it has a some level of some temporary nature to it. So Apta, Mitra, Bandhu. But Suhrut means ever. Wherever it is used, Shreya, Suhrut, that S word is used in Sanskrit, it means eternal. It is not temporary. Preya means temporary. Shreya means permanent. Suhrut means permanent. All the time. Mm, every time. So, Nivas Saranam Suhrut. Pralaya Prabha Pralaya Sthanam, that means creation, Pralaya, at the time of creation I am there, at the time of annihilation I am there to support and help. Sthanam, so I am the resting place of everything. Prabha Pralaya Sthanam, Nidhanam, Bijam Abhyayam. I am the seed, he is the seed in any way you look at. All these living entities are in four categories, either through the seed, through the perspiration, through the embryo, through the egg. These are the four different ways only living entities can be produced. And all these, who is the seed? Actually, Supreme Father is, Supreme Lord is the Supreme Father. Aham Bija Pratap. I am the seed giving Father. If he hasn't given the seed, then nothing can exist. So he is the Supreme Father. In that way, in Bhagavad Gita 9.18, Lord is clearly articulating that actually no one else is more dear friend than me. So he's telling, not the demigod, because he can't purify you. So you have a desire, you approach them, they will give you. If you have the proper qualification. You have the pious credit, this is there. Nardamun is telling. Nardamun is asking Vasudev, Nardamun is telling to Vasudev that actually, yes, demigods is like Vasudev is expressing. I've understood Narada Muni's position, his instruction, he is expressing actually. Demigods cannot give everything. You can only, it is like a shadow. If you're walking, then shadow can be there. What you have qualification according to, they can give you to that extent only. They can give you more, neither they can purify your desire. They can take your bad desire. So, but if you approach the Lord, Lord can give you that what you need, like Dhruva Maharaj he has given the wealth, but at the same time purified. You will not have any material, no more material. You will not be attached to wealth, you will not be attached to power, nothing. You will be attached. You will come back to me, to spiritual. He has created a planet for him. Gajendra also, he has in so much distress, but no more distress. Everything is removed. Then he went back to Godhead. That's not the case with that crocodile. Crocodile was not looking for that. He didn't have that intimate relation with Supreme Lord. He was not looking for that. He was looking, he went back to as a demigod. But Gajendra, he went back because he was performing bhakti as a, he wants to develop that loving relation with the Supreme. Because he, living entity has to choose. He has a choice. Lord cannot force you come to spiritual world. We have a choice. We have to make that conscious choice that I want to love the Lord. I want to see what is affection, what is qualities. Then Lord will give more and more strength, more and more opportunities to serve Him, to understand Him through sadhu, through different means. Lord will arrange those situations. But if we are serious, we are looking for it. If we are not looking, then He cannot arrange because He can't force it. A real friend means He is not going to force at any time. You can only give the opportunities again and again and again and again. Even if we fail it, we have shortcomings, we do so many bad things, but still he will give always the opportunities somehow or other to bring him back to him. That is the position of the Supreme Lord. Now, this is from Bhagavad Gita, we have understood. Look at the Srimad Bhagavatam, what Arjuna is feeling. Same Arjuna only, which Lord Krishna is telling. When Lord Krishna left the planet, then he was there because he's intimate friend. So he was there with the Lord, and Lord left it. Then he is feeling morose. While coming back, he's expressing, "Evam chintayato Jishno." Jishno means Vishnu, Jishnu both are same. Jishnu means also Lord Vishnu's name. Evam chintayato, in the thinking of his intimate relationship, all his life, so many years, Lord was coming to him. He was going to him. They were sitting together, eating together, sleeping together, especially Arjuna is intimate. And there are many, four levels are there. Priya Saka, Priya Tamasaka, Priya Uttamasaka, Priya Narmasaka. Most dear, Lord has many covered boys. Varutapa, so many. So names are there. Ojasvi, so Arjuna, Sudham, Sribal, Madhumangal, Stoka Krishna. So many names are, so many unlimited covered boys are there. We can only get some of the names described in Srimad Bhagavatam. As well, Subal is the most intimate. Is brother of Srimati Radharani. Subal, there are four or five of them. So less than 10. They are in the first category. The deepest and topmost, very close. That means whatever the Lord is desiring, they know. And immediately they plan. They try to assist him in that way. He has this particular desire now. He wants to do perform this particular pastime. So they go beforehand and arrange everything, tries to assist the Lord, whatever. It may be very difficult to do. Sometimes the Lord may have desire, then they have to become, wear a different dress. They have to hide themselves and appear in a different way. And they will be chastised, they will be punished, but they will be ready. They will be ready because it is giving the Lord wants to do it. So that's why they will be ready to do anything, even if they have to go through this particular punishment. They will be ready. So that's why they are most, Lord will reveal to they are more. Lord is revealing more to them. This degree, the highest degree, we're talking about fourth level. There are four categories of friendship with the Lord. So here, Arjuna is at one level. He's not at the fourth level we're talking about, but he's at some level, either second or third, first, I don't remember. But he's at one of the confidential friendship level. So that's why he's explaining. Evam Chintayato Jishnu, then is expressing that he is the ultimate protector also. So let us look at, I'm myself forgetting verse here. Evam Chintayato, yeah, Krishna Pada Saroruham. So the Lord's lotus feet is compared with the lilies. Sarovaram means lotus, Sarovaram also means lilies. So Lord's lotus feet is compared with lilies. Lilies are so beautiful, white color, and has a nice smell, fragrance, natural fragrance. So the flowers which we offer these days in Kali, it's very difficult to get flowers with fragrance. Many of them has no fragrance whatsoever. So ideally, we should not offer those flowers. We should offer the flowers which has a fragrance to it. Because we should give pleasure to the Lord. If he has no fragrance to it, But yes, you're offering something, but it should be something better, something nice. Which, if you somebody gives you flower, what you want to first you have to smell it. If it doesn't have fragrance, what you think? Throw it. So same thing here also with the Lord also. We should ideally offer lilies, jasmine, mulai, these things which has fragrance. So different flowers, especially these white flowers, lotus, all of them has nice fragrance to it. Lord likes. You'll see always in the turban, all the temples, especially in Siddha Mayapur, you'll see these only. The lotus, lilies, jasmine. Lord puts in his ear also Kannikaram. So that's how it is described. Krishna Pada Saroruham. Lilies are always at his lotus feet, and his feet is also compared with lotus and lilies. Sauhardena Ati Gadena, intimate. Gada means very intimate. Sauhardena Ati Gadena. Oh, such an intimate relationship I had. Now see, he has left me. Then how can I tolerate this? How can I live without him? He's thinking while coming back, walking back to Pandava's place, Hastinapur from Dwarka, Mathura. He's thinking, he's reflecting on what and all he has done with the Lord. This also sometimes we happen. We come back from from mother's place, parents' place, or friends' place. We have association. Then you think many days this can go on to the degree of our exchanges. To the degree these things will go on in our mind, in our heart. Same thing with the Lord's exchange is also same thing. Especially with the Lord and Guru, this will stay in the heart permanently. It will be etched in the heart. So anything which in relation with especially very intimate and as per in relation with the Lord, eternal thing, anything of eternal dharma occupation, in that relationship, anything, whether it's friends, parents, any of their activities in relation to the eternal nature of the soul, then that will be etched in the heart. We'll always remember their exchanges, their instruction, their suggestions, their love, their caring, that we can remember all the time. We will never forget it because that is that is at the eternal level. If it is temporary nature, we may remember one day, we may not remember another day. But that is not the case here with the Supreme. So hard then, Atigadena. Naturally, then what will happen? Automatically he became so peaceful. He was morose. Santa Asid Vimalamati. He was distressed. And as soon as he remembered, oh, what Lord has performed with me, he was eating, sleeping, dining, he was became chariot, so many things he has done. But I was scolding him, I was doing so many things without knowing his position. He is Supreme Lord. But he has dealt with me in such a, as a so close, so affectionate, even though so I was not realizing that he is Supreme Lord. So he became immediately very peaceful, very pacified. Because remembering the Lord means Lord is there. Krishna consciousness means it's not only Lord is personally present. If your mind is thinking of Him, His activities, His pastimes, His holy name, anything in relation with the Lord or Guru, then automatically you are in Krishna conscious. Automatically mind becomes subdued. Mind becomes so peaceful. No more anxiety will be left. But any of the material things, then that won't be the case. So that is what is been expressed. Sota Goswami is expressing to Saunaka and others what has happened with Arjuna, what is going through in his heart. So the thus being deeply absorbed in thinking of the instructions of the Lord, which were in the great intimacy of not ordinary, great intimacy of friendship. And in thinking of his lotus feet, Arjuna's mind became pacified and no more from all material contamination, free from all material contamination. So the 1:15:28, you can refer to the purport later on. So this is one expression. So and Srimad Bhagavatam later on in Canto 3. Vidura and Maitreya's conversation also is expressing the same thing. Maitreya Muni is expressing to Vidura, you are not an ordinary devotee, you are actually intimate friend. You had so much affection for the Lord. Lord also has. That's what he was thinking. When he was leaving the planet, imagine. When he is finishing the pastime, is somebody is thinking, Lord is thinking of that person. That means how much is dear. If it's dear only, how many things, how many people can he think? You can only think those who are affectionate. So Lord is also thinking of Vidura. That means it's not ordinary. He's Yamraj, but he's not ordinary demigod. He has very, that's why he's also one of the Mahajan. 12 Mahajans, Sadasiv is there, Brahma is there, Yamaraj is there, Sukadev Goswami is there, Swayambhu is there. So like that, four Kumaras are there. Seven of them are Grihasthas and five of them are Brahmacharis. So it doesn't mean that if we are Grihastha, we can't perform, we don't become intimate to the Lord. No, none of this matters. What we are in, which ashram, what is our position materially, none of this matters to the Lord. So it has no bearing. Everywhere there will be problem. Grahastha means, oh, it's too much to tolerate. Let me give up. No, wherever you go, like Vanaprastha, there also there will be problem. You become sannyas also, there also there will be problem. So this job, any job, business, everywhere there is a problem. Where there is no problem, everywhere there is a problem, there is distress. Somebody has complained to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, here I'm in temple, they are arguing, they are doing fighting, there are so many things. That okay, bring me to a place where there is no problem. In Kali, you show me, then I will come there. So everywhere, even in organization also you can find because they are all trying to practice. That means they are still green mangoes. They haven't become ripe mangoes. They are not yet perfected. Yet we ourselves not perfect. How can we expect the other person will be perfect? So this is the process. That's the Prabhupada knew. So Prabhupada tolerated. That is the Lord is tolerating. So we should also tolerate and come together, cooperate as much as possible, and give up our difference of opinion as per Lord. That is the point which in the purport Prabhupada is mentioning. That's why Lord became so affectionate. And how when Lord will be pleased when we cooperate, try to put Lord in the center. If you are doing some service, some difference of opinion comes, let us see what will please to the Lord, Prabhupada. And let's unite on that particular point and do it. And that will please the Lord, then mercy will automatically flow. If we debate and not cooperate, that will not please. Lord will not be pleased. Guru will not be pleased with any of them, not in one of them. If they are together and serve the Lord, pleasing to the Lord, then Lord will be pleased very much with every one of them who have cooperated together. And that's why Prabhupada left that instruction in the last to always put that in the center point. Then you can, everything will be so nice if you cooperate. That is the point here also. So inquired about Vidura, who was a great devotee and friend of Lord Krishna, who gave up the company of his elder brother because the later. So they, here Prabhupada is also making very significant point that is ready to give up anything because yesterday Maharaj was also telling the same point. Because this is a statement of Acharya, the Srimad Bhagavatam, that for the sake of the Lord and Guru, because they are the most intimate and affectionate, for that we may relinquish whatever we have in the material world. We may relinquish. We will not artificially give up. But as we advance, we will know relinquish means separate. You keep a distance. You don't cut them. So you don't give them like a job or family. You make keep a distance. Sometimes father mother may do something against Shastra. It's not good for you. What will you do? You'll cut it? No. You maintain the relationship, but you keep a distance. You listen and you say Hare Krishna. You move on. You may not take everything what they say. So like that. That is the distance we are talking about. Not so physical. You maintain and mentally also you keep that distance because it's not helping us in relation with the Lord. In that way we have to look. So that is the point here. So played elder brother who along with his sons played tricks against the desires of the Lord. We're already on time. So let us quickly wrap it up. This incident here, Prabhupada is referring to here in Vidura that left the protection of his elder brother Dhritarashtra while traveling everywhere to sacred places. Vidura's qualification was that he was not only a friend of the Lord but also a great devotee. When Krishna tried to stop the war and mitigate the misunderstanding between the cousin brothers, they refused to accept his counsel. Therefore, Vidura was unsatisfied with them and he left the place. As a devotee, Vidura showed by example. And this is what our lesson to take. Vidura showed by example that anywhere that Krishna is not honored is a place unfit for human habitation. A devotee may be tolerant according his own interests, but he should not be tolerant when there is misbehavior toward the Lord, especially to the Lord's devotee. Lord will tolerate. Anybody chastising him or saying so many things, like Shishwal did so many things. Lord tolerates. But if his devotee is put in that position, then Lord will never tolerate. Like Hanuman didn't tolerate what Ravana did. So that is, he showed all his anger. So, and that is the best way to use the anger. That's what Lord Hanuman did. Here the word Agavan is very significant. It indicates that Kauravas, Dhritarashtra's sons, lost the war because of being sinful in disobeying the instructions of Krishna. That is the main drawback of Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana is this point. Lord has personally come and he has sent so many Akrura, Vyasdev, so many to instruct both of them, Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra, even though they know that how sinful and what background. But still, as affectionate Lord and affectionate Sadhu, they instructed, they tried their best to see how they can stop this. but they didn't listen. Naturally, anybody disobeying, that means Yudhishthira Maharaj also was thinking, I should follow. Krishna is telling I should tell a lie. Hey, why should I am moral? I am whole life I was moral. I should not follow. This seems some, he couldn't follow. Then automatically disobeying means he has to see the help for few seconds. So that means how much whatever Lord says, Guru says, then you accept it and follow. If they are the bona fide Acharya, bona fide spiritual master, following Sadhu Shastra Guru, that means even it may seeming to us, it may be against Shastra, it may seeming it's not logical sense or make doesn't sense, but still we should accept it because disobeying his order means disobeying Lord means simple. Immediately you have to suffer for that activity. So that's why Bali Maharaj neglected Sukracharya, neglected everybody else. He accepted because Prahlad Maharaj's instruction is there, his Guru's instruction is there to be abide whatever Lord is there, Lord's instruction, whatever he has committed to the Lord, he is ready to accept it. Even if he has to be punished, suffer the consequence, whatever may be the result. Result he didn't care. He cared only, am I following Prahlad Maharaj? Because he's his grandfather and his guru also. And Nagmani. So that's why Bali Maharaj followed it. He forsaked everything else. And naturally, he got a great position. Lord himself became a doorkeeper. So that's why he's Atmani Vedan, he expert in that particular surrender. So that in that way, these are all so many intimate relationship at the level. We'll wrap it up very quickly. And the next level, Chaitanya Charitamrita goes intimate, more intimate. Bhagavad Gita is at one level, foundation. Bhagavatam is the next level, degree. And the Chaitanya Charitamrita is at a PhD. Means, the highest epitome, if you want to see bhakti, then you have to understand from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because Lord Krishna himself is coming down in the mood of a devotee to explain to us how we should behave, like Lord Ramachandra has come to explain to us how ideally we should perform every duty as a father, as a child, all that. Now Lord is coming in the same way as Lord Chaitanya to explain to us what devotee means, what is devotion service means, how devotion service should be executed, how we should conduct ourselves, how we should behave with devotees and the Lord. All this he himself, Lord is coming and teaching us. So that's why this is the epitome of the highest, topmost level of devotion service one can understand from Chaitanya. It should be heard first. Before reading ourselves, we should hear for many times, then we should read this book. Otherwise, we won't be able to understand anything of Chaitanya Charitamrita. So there, Lord is expressing. So in the 23rd chapter, there is a Sanatan Siksha. Sanatan Goswami has been instructed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Life's ultimate goal, that is chapter title. Krishna is very simple and liberal. Dakshino Vinayi Hrima Charanagata Palaka Sukhi Bhakta Surut Prema Vasya. Prema Vasya Sarva Subhankara is always auspicious. Krishna is very simple and liberal. He is humble and bashful. And he is the protector of the surrendered souls. He is very happy and is always well wisher of his devotees. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a devotee also is showing, telling the same thing. He is all auspicious and he is submissive to his love. So that he becomes very, he becomes servant. God, why he will become a chariot driver, he will become anything. He will take, Nanda Maharaj, what did he do? Bring the shoes. Yeah, Lord was putting shoes on the head and taking. He will ready to accept anything because for his devotees, he will do anything. Anything he will ready to do. He'll break his promise also, he will do. That's why he's declaring. Arjuna, you declare because if I declare, I may break. But if you declare, then I will keep that vow. Kaunteya Pratijan Name Bhaktapana. My devotee will never be lost, never be perished, because I personally take the charge of the devotee. Others means my not my devotees, then I will maintain them physically, giving the food, shelter, all this. But if they are actually worshipping me, then I personally maintain. They are not in jurisdiction of anybody else. They are not under jurisdiction of Durga Devi. They are not under jurisdiction of anybody else. That's what Lord Jagannath told also in Jagannath that Yamaraj, you leave this place. This place is not for you to consider. This is my place. I will take care. Their sinful activity, their pious, whatever they may be, that I will take care. It's not your jurisdiction. You have no jurisdiction here to consider what they have done. So that's why Lord personally takes care of those devotees who are taking his shelter. So that is personal. So not impersonal, not through somebody else. He will not do some through somebody else. He will directly do it. And the last verse, which this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is expressing the intimacy of the friendship, intimacy of every relationship. And here, because he's in the mood of Radharani, Srimad Radharani expressed to her friend Vishaka. So the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expressed Ramanand Roy. This is coming in the context of when Advaita Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is leaving the planet also. The past time previously we told the same similar thing. Lord Krishna leaves. Here also same thing is happening. Advaita Acharya was Mahavishnu Sadasiv. He gave a sonnet. Told that no more rice is no more in demand. So that means your time is up. You should go back to your planet. Whatever you have come to perform is pastime. Show the whole world by chanting the holy name how one can get Krishna prema, how one can become. So I have already become mad, and people became already mad. Now your business is done. Now you should go back. He expressed it in an indirect way. He didn't tell all this directly. He told indirectly to one of the associate, I think Jagadananda Pandit. Yeah, he told Jagadananda Pandit, who's the internal energy, Shakti Tattva. Jagadananda Pandit also one of Gopi. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears all associates. He also appeared as a Jagadananda Pandit. Looks like a male form, but is actually not male. Ramananda Rai also male, but is not actually male. In spiritual world, they are female. They are gopis. Raman Rai is Lalita Sagi, Swarup Damodar, Vishaka Sagi. Here, Jagadan Pandit is also, I don't remember his name. In spiritual world, they are gopis. But they appear in different forms to give assist in whatever way Lord wants to perform. So then Jagadan Pandit, he was laughing because he has gopi, he has understood what is the meaning of Advaita Acharya statement. He was laughing all the way. Then he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then next breath. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was laughing like anything. Saroj Damodar Goswami also has understood, but he's asking the Lord, Lord, what does it mean? I don't understand what Advaita. Yeah, he is a madman. What can you understand from what is madman's statement? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu indirectly. And then he expressed his words. He went on to mood of Srimad Radharani. He's expressing this particular very beautiful verse, which we can, I think, meditate and chant and offer as a prayer. See, Antilila, 19th chapter, verse number 35. Kwa Nanda Kula Chandrama. This means son of Nanda Maharaj, who is the moon of Nanda Maharaj, his son of Nanda Maharaj. She is glorifying. Radharani is expressing to Vishaka Saki, glorifying Krishna is intimacy. So in this way. Kwa Nanda Kula Chandrama, Kwa Siki Chandra Kalankrita. That same Chandra is moon of Chandra now also is a peacock. Peacock has also kind of a moon in between that peacock feather. So Lord is always having a peacock feather. So that is also expressed as a moon. Moon means always cooling effect. Whoever is taking the shelter of moon is giving the cooling effect, taste to the vegetables. So Lord is also expressed as Lord's face is compared with 24 and a half moons. Krishna Chakra Thakur explains in this great detail what these 24 and a half moons is, lot of space is compared to. What is each of those moons are. We will not have time to explain that. Some other class we can explain. But moon always means cooling. So that whoever is taking the shelter of the Lord is always gives cooling effect to us. Will give the taste to our life and everything. So that's what it means. Siki Chandra Ka Alankrita, decorated. Lord is decorated with this moon like peacock feather. Kwa Mandra Murali Rava. His flute sound is very deep, resonating, is creating a great vibrations and emotions in the heart of practitioners. Kwa Mandra Murali Rava. Lord Brahma was also initiated with this flute. So Lord is not initiating like Guru is initiating, giving them mantra and giving them the beads, and we receive the beads. Very peculiar. Lord Krishna, anything he does, everything is peculiar. The way he stands, the way he flute, the sounds, his flute, everything is peculiar only. Everything is special. We can't understand anything straight. Lord is always also cunning. So it's very difficult. If you become his devotee through his representative, then we can start to understand his behavior, his form, his activities, his pastimes, everything. Otherwise, everything becomes, so we will not develop that. We can't understand him at all. Especially Lord Krishna, it's very difficult to understand him. If we try ourselves by reading, absolutely no possibility to understand him. If we hear through another sadhu who has actually loving relation with the Lord, then we will start understanding his position, his relationship, his rasa with all, every living entity, all demigod, everyone. We can understand slowly and gradually. Mandra Murali Rava, Kwanu Surendra Neela Dyuti is effulgent. He is like the Surendra Indra Neela Jam. Lord wears Indra Neela Jam. So that effulgence is like that. Kwa Rasa Tandavi. So his Rasras, he has performed Rasalila. Ucheta Mahaprabhu performed also Sankirtan. also is compared as good as very confidential. He didn't allow everybody. Close the doors. In Srivas Angan, if you go to Sridhar Mayapur, there is a place of Srivas Thakur, Nardamuni. In his place, only every night there was Sankirtan. Whole night till morning. Everybody is compelled. Why? We are not allowed to enter because the Lord is performing with his confidential, deep Sankirtan in the mood of gopis. It is called Rasa Stali. The Srivas Angan place is like Rasa Stali, very confidential place. So that's it. He perform public Sankirtan also perform, but this is more confidential now with his associate itself. So that is what is expressed here. Kwa rasa rasa tandavi, kwa saki jiva raksha aushadi. Here it is explained. The great friendship of every living jiva. Saki jiva raksha aushadi. So actually, I'm being maintained by his medicine, by his flute sound, by his affectionate glance, by his blessings, everything. My life is maintained. Aushadhi means medicine. This is a medicine. Lord is actually the real medicine of maintaining my life. So that is called here. Saki Jiva Raksha Aushadhi Nidir Mama Suhrut, even more. Already Saki means in a rasa, in a friendship, more intimate. And further again, more intimate thing is mentioned in the last line. Nidhi means a Nidhi, real, Gupta, very confidential, very intimate. Nidhi means Nidir Mama Suhrut Tama, not Suhrut, Suhrut Tara Tama means more intimate, more deeper. Surat itself is more deeper. Surat Tama means even more and more deeper. So this is the expression of Srimad Radharani to Vishaka about Lord Krishna. Here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is quoting this verse and remembering the Lord Krishna. In the mood of Srimad Radharani is expressing that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expressed this. Nidir Mama Suruttama Kwa Bata Hanta He Dik with him. So purport and then we'll close the translation. My dear friend, where is Krishna, who is like a moon rising from the ocean of Maharaj Nanda's dynasty? Where is Krishna, his head decorated with a peacock feather? Where is he? Where is Krishna, whose flute produces such a deep sound? Oh, where is Krishna, whose bodily luster is like the luster of a blue Indranila jewel? So that's we like blue, especially because that is Lord Krishna, not ordinary blue, but whatever we get. We wear blue, everything blue. We wear blue shoe, we wear blue car. We'll have everything blue because Lord is like a blue, so that we can remember the Lord. That is the idea. We remember the Lord. So as soon as because gopis are thinking tamal tree, it is like a blackish blue color. Then immediately they immediately remember Krishna. When they see in Yamuna, they are also blue color. Sometimes in Tampa you have that river, which is in blue color. Blue oceans are there sometimes in these countries. So immediately you remember Krishna. So when you see the sky, it is also blue color. That is also you remember Krishna. In this way, anything which you do, it should be reminding us of Krishna. So that is what especially the gopis are expert in that way to remember Krishna always. Anything they see always in relation with Krishna. They become immediately unconscious. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also exhibiting the same. In that mood only is exhibiting these things. So, Indranila, where is Krishna? Who is so expert in rasa dancing? Oh, where is he? Who can save my life? Kindly tell me where to find Krishna, the treasure of my life and best of my friends. See, there's a gopi at the conjugal rasa, but friendship already is very intimate at that level. More intimate than at Sakya rasa, more intimate than Vatsa rasa is at the highest epitome at the conjugal rasa. So, I am feeling separation from him. I hereby condemn Providence, the shaper of my destiny. So why he is not here in front of me? So I condemn. I condemn Rama, who has given these eyelids which he has to close and open and close. Why can't he know how to create? Closing means I can't see the Lord now. So in this way they blame the Providence, they blame others because they can't see the Lord. In that mood they are expressing, they are blaming. So with that, we'll stop here. So we understand from Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya, everywhere we understand that what is the intimacy and affection of the Lord to every living entity. Whether we are His devotees or not devotees, definitely. But if we are His devotee, become His devotee, we really want Him. Even He becomes even more affectionate, more affectionate. Sometimes He may force us also, almost. Still, the individual choice will be there in the last moment, at least. Some portion will be that He will try to force us to do certain things because we are trying to take His shelter, trying to develop that intimacy. Then Lord also will reciprocate in that way. He will sometimes force us to come to temple, force us to chant, force us to do so many things, because he's seeing we are trying to come to him. That's why he is also trying to reciprocate in for our good benefit. For eternal benefit, he will do those things. But still, there is a choice will be there. Some portion of choice will be left. It will not be completely. He cannot force 100%. He can only force to certain extent. He will leave some portion of our individual choice to make conscious choice. With that, we'll stop here. Thank you very much. And that is the essence of today's work. But read the purport. Purport Prabhupada is clearly mentioning what is this Krishna consciousness means, what is this Saubruda, what is actually this friendship means. पंद्रह श्रीमद भागवतम की जय, प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्त की जय.